Hey guys, Deej here. Real quick, just wanted to throw this right on the top. We have a phone number and an email address now, so you can call 814-299-5155, and that's 814-299-5155. You can call that number and leave us a voicemail anytime you want. I have no idea if there's a limit to how long you can talk, but give it a shot, and we'll play it on the show. As long as it sounds crystal clear, we'll play it on the show. You can also email us at ineffablysublimepod@gmail.com. That's ineffablysublimepod@gmail.com. If you don't feel like talking, but you still want to say something, send it there. That's fine. We'll read it on the show. Anyway, thanks. Enjoy. Hey there, Sublime Squad. We have a treat for you today.
That's right. If you're into unique, offbeat apparel that lets you express your individuality, then you're going to love what we have in store.
Introducing Dead Threads, your go-to destination for a one-of-a-kind clothing that combines style with a twist of the macabre.
Picture this. Skeletons hitting the ice in hockey gear. We're gearing up for a game of baseball. It's quirky, it's fun, and it's all about embracing the unexpected.
And the best part? Dead Threads offers designs inspired by cities and states across the country, so you can rep your hometown or favorite sports team in a whole new way.
Plus, they've got a killer selection of sweatshirts, tees, and even kid sizes, so the whole family can join in on the fun.
And here's the icing on the cake. You can use code SUBLIME at checkout to get an exclusive 10% off purchase. That's SUBLIME, Sublime. That's right, just for being a part of the Ineffably Sublime community, you get a 10% off discount.
So what are you waiting for? Head on over to Dead Threads today at deadthreads.shop and snag some killer threads that'll have heads turning wherever you go.
Dead Threads, where style meets the afterlife.
That was good.
That was good. We rocked that shit.
We did rock it.
Everybody gather round, we're diving into life's absurdities. Breaking them down, Mitch and DJ on the mic, spitting truth for free. Spuds McGamble and the woodpecker set us free. We got that pop punk sound with a twist of joy. The Ineffable podcast that we can't destroy. With every episode we dissect the bizarre, laugh until we cry, leaving scars. Get ready to groove, join the absurdity crew. Mitch and DJ had something for me and you. Spuds McGamble joins us, always ready to ramble. And the woodpecker spirit keeps us rocking and agile.
Hey there, Sublime Squad. Welcome into another episode of Ineffably Sublime. And I believe this is 24, and I think that's correct this time. And we're going to be touching back on our debates, but we have a little bit of house cleaning to do. And anyway, I'm Deej, and with me I'm Bubs, and with me is my favorite Southpaw, Spuds McGamble. What's going on, Spuds?
Not much, Bubs. Spuds and Bubs.
Spuds and Bubs.
Yep, I think that's the new name of our new show now.
And get ready for a new theme song all the time.
God. These are hilarious. These are great.
Yeah, so I'm just going to throw them out there as often as I can. Just, random new theme songs.
Yep.
Whichever ones make me laugh the hardest.
The only genre I don't think we've done is do they do hard rock? Like
oh,
metal? Yeah. And then I'm not a big rap fan, but do they, maybe a hip hop, rap, R&B?
I've done all of them.
Too.
I just haven't sent through all of them because sometimes I did a couple metal ones and they were ridiculous. I was like, holy fuck.
They're all ridiculous, really, if you think about it.
And I did do a hip hop one, but I can't remember if it was any good or not.
Okay. I'm telling you, if I liked country, those country ones that you sent are just fantastic. I still say we put them out there. Especially the one that you just sent me. That was great.
I know they're like perfect. Like what the
Yeah.
fuck?
Yeah.
How has AI come this far?
Scary. It's
It is
cool and it's
scary, but
also
it's
frightening.
hilarious.
Yeah.
I spent every ounce of my break time just making songs.
Oh man, that is some
All right,
good
well,
stuff.
Spubs, yeah, Spubs, Jesus,
Spubs. All right, Spuds or Buds. Spubs and Dubs.
Spuds. We have a lot to catch up on before we get into our episode. But where do you want to start with my shit for a Saturday hockey experience, or
Yes.
should we do our house cleaning, or?
You go ahead and tell your shitty Saturday.
Okay, so as everyone knows, I was geared up and ready to rock and roll for my first ever Pittsburgh Penguins game, and I was fucking pumped, bro. I was so pumped. I couldn't wait. And we left at 10:38 from my home, got on the interstate, and headed out toward Brookville. Headed toward Pittsburgh, definitely Pittsburgh bound, and I don't even think it was 15 minutes down the road, and I popped a tire so bad that every balloon in the world would be jealous. It was fucked. I did not have a wrench. I had a jack, but no wrench. My father saved me, and we went to Clarion to get a new tire, which was not on my agenda. Had I had a wrench, I would have driven to Pittsburgh on a donut, but my father would not allow it.
Yes. Smart.
Yes.
Smart man.
I know. But we went to we went to Clarion, got a new tire. As I'm sitting in the waiting room, a one-armed gentleman came up to me, and he said, "Hey, are y'all going to the game?" And I said, "Yeah, we're trying." He's like, "Oh, what time?" And I looked at my watch, and it was 12:30. I said, "I was supposed to be here. I was supposed to be there right now." And he's like, "Oh, what time's the game?" I was like, 1. He goes, "I don't think you're going to make it." And I said, "Buddy, shut up. Just shut up. I don't want to talk about it." So anyway, we left. And my dad, he's like, "Hey, which way are you going?" This was the first thing that this was the second thing that just straight pissed me off, but not his fault. He said, "Which way you going?" He goes, "Let me tell you what did he say? Let me give you the shortest way to get there."
Oh.
So I was like, "Okay." So we're typing it in my GPS, trying to get it to go. And he's like, no. The GPS is trying to take you the fastest way. I'm like, "What's the difference?" He's like, "Oh, there's a difference."
Oh, God.
Is there? Tell me right now, Spuds. Is there a difference between the fastest way and the shortest way?
No, I don't feel like
that's what
it.
I fucking said.
I feel like fastest and shortest is basically the same thing.
That's what I said, but he disagreed. Yeah. He's and I can't argue with him because he's a professional truck driver. So whatever. He said, "Let me give you the shortest way." So that's what we did. And he said, "What you should do is type it in your GPS." I don't know if you know this or not, but on Google Maps, you can type in you can type in an A destination and a B destination. Oh. Right? So from wherever you are. So you can go from A to B and then from B to C.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so you can do that, and it maps out the whole thing, and that way you know. So he's like, "What I want you to do is start from here and go to Grove City, and then from Grove City you're going to go to Pittsburgh, and that's going to be your fastest way." And I said, "Sure, whatever." So I get in the car with that in the GPS. It's all good to go. And the GPS says, and I don't know why I didn't think about this. I guess I just didn't think of where Clarion was in relation to Pittsburgh. But when I get in there, it says, "You're an hour away." And I'm like, "That's not bad." So we'll get there, within decent time. So we'll miss a little bit of the first period, probably just the first period. I said, that I'm okay with. We'll do that.
Yeah.
So I get on the road with the new tire, and I'm rocking. I'm clocking, 85.
Nice.
The whole way. 15 over, and I'm trying to knock time off, and my GPS is clocking down, and I'm like, fuck yeah, we're gonna make it. And then there was some kind of accident, and we were in that traffic probably for 25 minutes.
Ugh.
And it was the GPS said 8-minute wait, and I thought, this isn't bad. And it wasn't it was bumper to bumper, but it wasn't stopped. We were moving. It was just slow.
Yeah.
And when we got out of there, I said, okay, we've hit Grove City. And I said, the GPS still says we're like 12 minutes away. So I said, I don't think that's right, but whatever. We kept going. And then I decided to just hit exit on the GPS and start over and put the arena in there.
Mm-hmm.
And when I did that, it said, you're 56 minutes away.
Whoa.
And I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
God damn it. And I was just instantly pissed.
Yeah.
So finally, after all of that, we finally get to Pittsburgh. It's like 2:47 when we walk into the arena for the 1:00 game.
It.
And I go in there, and the very first thing that the ticket checker, he takes my tickets and he's like, "You're late." And I was like, "Am I?"
Like, really?
He's like, "Hey, enjoy the game." And I'm like,
Oh, I'd have told him to just suck a fat one.
I just was like, I gotta pee, so I went upstairs immediately.
Mm-hmm.
Then my brother calls me. He's like, "Where are you?" And I'm like, "Yeah, we're here. I'm just waiting in line at the bathroom." And I told him where we were. Told him where Tammy was. And off we went. And he's like, "I got you upgraded tickets." And I'm like, "Okay," So he takes me down to the basement, and he's like, "You're gonna get." It was part of the Casamigos Club. For anybody who's familiar with PPG Paints Arena, there is some kind of exclusive $12,000 season ticket holders Casamigos Club.
Ooh, never heard of this.
Yeah, so it's extremely expensive and extremely exclusive, and somehow my tickets were upgraded to this.
Yeah.
So I was like, cool. He's like, just go down here, we'll get you a bracelet, and you'll be able to get free drinks and free food.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought, okay, I just want to watch the game. I said, I am level 10 annoyed. I can see the counting down to the final period. I just want to fucking watch.
Yeah.
He's like, get me to my seats. He's like, well, we got to get your bracelet, and then you can go to your seat. So I go to get the bracelet. I can hear the buzzer go for a puck drop for the last inning. Jesus. The last period. And as soon as I walk up the corridor, I'm stopped by an officiator. I don't know, some guy.
Yeah.
He stops me. He's like, "You're not allowed to move during gameplay." And I'm like, "You motherfucker."
I never heard that. No, I've never been to a hockey game either. So that was interesting to me.
Yeah, so you're not allowed to move until there's a whistle.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, fuck. So I'm standing there watching the final period of the game that I spent all day trying to get to on the fucking giant screen that's hanging down, and just pissed because I could have done that shit at home, right?
Yeah. Right.
And I'm just so angry, and my wife is angry, and we're both just so annoyed, and my brother's like, "Let's take a group picture." And I'm like, dude, shut up. Get me to my seat. So yeah, so he said, let's do a group photo, and I wanted no part of it. So we finally sat down, and then when the game, started, the score was 4-1.
Yeah.
When we got there, and then the ref got knocked out like 4 minutes into the fucking game. And someone on the audience, just the lady behind me was losing her shit. She's like, "He's dead. Oh my God, he's dead. He's not moving. He's stiff." And I look over at Tammy, and she's like, "I just want to cry right now." And I'm like, "I know." And then I heard someone say, "This hasn't happened to the NHL in 50 years." And I was like, "God damn it. What are the fucking odds?" Like, this is the game. And so, my brother's like, in very poor taste, he's like, "At least you get to sit here for longer." I'm like, "Ha ha ha. Hardy fucking har, bro." And anyway, we watched the Pens win the game. That was cool. And before I knew it, I was like, "Hey, at least we get to get a free beer, afterward," because I really needed it at that point.
Well, yeah.
And I go down there, and I said, "Let me get a beer." And he's like, "Yeah, it'll be $14. I'm like, "I thought it was free." He was like, "During the game."
See, that's stupid.
I was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, that's dumb.
I know, but whatever. Regardless, I got the beer, drank it, felt pretty good. And then this girl's walking by, and she's like, "Hey, do you want some cookies?" And I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "Hey, they're fresh baked chocolate chip cookies." And I was like, "Awesome." I was like, "I've had the worst day." I said, I said, "Is there any tree nuts in them?" And she goes, "Nope." And I was like, "Are you sure?" She's like, "I can't have almonds, and I love these things." And I'm like, "Perfect. That's exactly what I needed to hear." So she hands me 2 amazing fresh baked cookies, and I'm walking through the gift shop afterward, and I drop those cookies on the floor. They slide out of the bag.
Oh, man.
And I was like, fuck. I ate them the next morning anyway. I don't give a fuck. I still ate them, motherfuckers.
Yep, I would have too.
And yeah, I bought some shit at the gift shop, and we went on our way. We went and had hibachi, came home, still so soured on the experience, just not having it. And then that shit with Mike and those tickets that I was gonna get, and I was pretty fucked off about that. But lo and behold, this morning I landed some tickets for this Saturday. So
nice.
Yeah, and here's a story about that. I went to bed at 9, and I messaged a bunch of people that were selling tickets on Facebook before I went to bed. And I woke up, I don't know, 2:30 in the morning, just wide awake, like normal.
Yep.
And kept searching, kept messaging people. About 5 a.m., someone messaged me back, says, yeah, I've got tickets. And I'm like, sweet. You know, how much? And she says some number, some arbitrary number. I'm like, nope, no thanks. Too big for me. And she's like, well, how much are you looking to spend? And I said, you know, about $50-$60 per ticket. She's like, oh, I can do that. I really need to unload these tickets. I'm like, all right.
Oh,
nice. Let's rock and roll. So, you know, she's getting information from me, and I'm giving her, you know, different information. I'm, you know, loading money up in PayPal and doing all this stuff. And no matter what I do, PayPal will not let me pay this bitch. It will not go through. I tried everything. She's like, what about Cash App, or what about this? And so for some reason, it's just not working. Everything, it's like, you cannot pay this user. And I'm like, this is so suspicious. And she just keeps telling me, send me a screenshot. What kind of warning are you seeing? Send me a screenshot. And I'm like, why do you need to see a screenshot?
Yeah.
You know? And it's like, just sussing me out. And before I know it, I said, I don't know. It's not working. I don't know what to tell you. And she's like, well, can you get somebody else's PayPal and pay them and have them pay me? I'm like, why are you being so fucking pushy? And then I just block her. I just block her on Facebook because it just seemed like a scam.
Yeah, something that doesn't sound kosher there.
She would not let me pay her in any other capacity except for friends and family. And every time I tried to do that, it'd say, hey, warning, friends and family is not insured. So if you try to dispute it, nothing will happen. And I'm like, I'm not about to get scammed out of these tickets. So
yeah,
I just said, fuck you, I'm done. And then at that moment is when I landed on a decent price on Game Time. So I just got tickets there. My story is done, so that is the moral of it, is that I got new tickets, so we're ready to move on.
So you are definitely going. Who are they playing? Bruins. Ooh, that'll be a good one.
Yeah. It's not too bad.
Good.
I mean the seats are pretty far up there, so I can see the whole rink.
Oh, okay. Well, that's all right.
Yeah.
I always heard that there's really no such thing as a bad seat there.
That's what I hear too.
You know, I mean, I've been there only once, and that was for Impractical Jokers concert.
Oh, okay.
I would it be called a concert? It's not a concert.
Yeah, why not?
We'll call it a concert. But we were down on the floor.
Oh, so, okay.
Yeah, but it still seemed like it wasn't that big of a place.
No, I think it'll be fine. Like, I should be able to see the whole thing, and I just want to go for the eclectic atmosphere.
Oh, it's going to be between, even tonight, because what they got Detroit tonight.
Yeah, dude, tickets for tonight's show, or tonight's a fucking game, are like $34.
Why so little?
I don't know. It's crazy, though. It's like
that
so
is
cheap.
Crazy. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense, man.
I think Jeremy's going tonight.
Oh, I bet you he is, because he's a Red Wing fan.
Yep, I think he said he was headed that way.
Yeah. Yep.
Anyway, so tell me your story. How did the play go with your dog in the practice and the names you called the kids?
Oh, okay. So, play starts tonight. So I'll be going to the play tonight. We didn't even get a chance to talk about this on last week's show because it hadn't happened yet, did it?
No, but it's my favorite thing ever.
Yeah, so it's basically, before my internet goes out on me again, Clearfield School is doing a play for Wizard of Oz. So apparently they must have been having problems getting a Toto, so they put on their Facebook page that they were in desperate need of a dog. I guess it doesn't matter what kind of dog, just so it's small and friendly and will bark and all sorts of shit. So Autumn was obsessed with doing this. I, of course, was not, because I just had a feeling that this would just stress everybody out, with everything going on. To make a real long story short, she took him to practice, even though we thought that he wasn't going to go. So not only did he go, but everyone fell in love with him because, of course, it's Oscar and he is the best dog ever. So she texts me at work and she's like, well, he got the job. And I'm like, fuck. I'm like, all right. I'm like, well, what does this mean now? And she sends me a picture of all the practices. And I'm like, so we have to take our dog to play practice. She's like, yeah, not every night, but we're definitely going to have to take him. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, this isn't weird at all because we have Izzy, a definitely more than capable person that to do anything in the play, whether it's be in it or stage crew or something. And she wants nothing to do with it. So we're basically the parents of a dog that's going to be in the play. And
that's
of course,
the most important part of the story.
Yes, that is, yeah. So who was it? Sheila or somebody said, were you going to get Oscar a bouquet of flowers for his performances? Oh yeah, maybe we'll just get him a bunch of milk bones or something. But
there you go.
Yeah. So we'll fast forward a skosh to Saturday, because Autumn said she had a lot of things going on Saturday. And I was like, and he hadn't been to practice for a day or two. I'm like, I worked Friday night. I'm like, I will stay up and I will take Luke to play practice at 9 a.m.
Luke?
So, did I say Luke? I meant to say Oscar. Luke's our other dog.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay.
Yeah, I was looking at Luke and I was talking. So that's why I said Luke. Sorry about that.
You're good.
So, I drive Oscar to practice, and we're a little late because practice was supposed to start at 9. We get there about 20 after. I figure it's no big deal because Autumn's like, go to the front of the school. I was like, all right. So I go to the front of the school where it literally says, open this door. It's locked. I go to the next one. It's locked. There's about, 10 doors. I'm jiggling on every damn door. Can't get in. And of course, by every door, it says, this area is surveillanced by video. And I'm like, well, this is great. It's a Saturday morning. It was cold, so I had my beanie on and a hood on. And I really wasn't dressed appropriately. So I probably kind of looked like a hobo, walking a dog. And they're going to see me trying to jiggle in every freaking door. I'm like, they're going to get the cops are going to get called because some weird dude's trying to get into the freaking school. So speaking of the dogs, there they start going. So after about 10 minutes, I texted Autumn. I said, I can't get in. Like, he cannot, it's not happening. So I ended up coming home. No practice for Luke. So.
Oscar.
Oh, why the hell do I keep saying Luke? Because Luke doesn't shut up. Hold on a second. Dogs. Hey, shush. Come on. Shush. Fucking assholes. See, and the only one that's not barking? Oscar. He's the best one.
He's the thespian.
He is the thespian. So, we'll cut to the story to last night, because I had said to Autumn, this is your baby. This is your thing. You want to do this. You take him to practice. Well, we all know that wasn't going to happen. So she's like, is there, and it got to like 5 o'clock. She's like, is there any way you could take him to practice? Like, I'm like, yeah. I'm like, the doors better not be fucking locked. That's for sure. So I get there, open the doors up. I'm still confused. I don't know where the hell the auditorium is because I've never been to Clearfield School. So I was like, where's the auditorium? There's a lady standing there. I'm like, where's the auditorium? And they're like, that's right in the front there. So I opened up the doors, and there were these two kids, sound system kids. And then they saw Oscar, and they're like, oh, there's our Toto. And they're like, hey, to me. And I don't know what I was trying to say, but I was like, hey, knobs.
Oh my god.
And it was just total silence. And I'm like, where do I take Oscar? I don't know why I called them knobs, but
Knobs.
knobs. So,
Dude.
yeah, I
What
have
the
no
fuck?
clue. I was trying to think, like, what words were I trying to combine to call them knobs? But they were. It was a pure. What was Paul Rudd's character in I Love You Man? Peter, was that his name?
I don't know.
Yeah, but it was a pure
Yeah.
moment from him where I was trying to think of something, I guess, but it was just, hey, knobs. I felt like such an idiot.
That is
Oh.
amazing.
Yeah, but Oscar is by far the most popular person in this play, I feel, because as soon as I rounded the corner, they saw him and like 10 kids came running up to him and they're like, we'll take care of him. I'm like, all right. So then I went to, and then of course I had to go pick him up too. And then I ran into another one of Autumn's cousins, Josh. He was there. And we ended up bullcrapping about wrestling. And it was fantastic because of course, I don't know if we talk about how much of a fan of WWE wrestling I am on here enough, but to people that don't know, WrestleMania just happened this past weekend, and it was epic. First thing he said to me, he's like, I didn't get to watch WrestleMania. What happened? And I was like, oh, let me tell you. I said, blah, 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 blah happened. And then The Undertaker showed up, and then John Cena showed up, and blah, 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 blah. And it was fantastic to talk about that with somebody. Then I got Oscar. Didn't say anything stupid that time. Now, so that was his last practice.
Can you imagine what those kids said?
Oh, I know. Because hopefully, Izzy said that she thinks she knows who the kids are. And I was like, well, I said, if they come up to you and say something about like, what the hell did your dad just call us? I said, I don't even know what to tell you to say. I said, because I don't know. I have no clue. I have no damn clue what I was trying to gun for there.
Sup, knobs?
Oh, because I think there was even a pause between me saying hey and then the knobs. And I think that's what it made it worse. Was I was like, hey, knobs. Oh, so yeah, those will be the last 3 nights. Tonight's of course the first night of the performance, and we'll be going to that. And then, unfortunately, I say that sarcastically, I'll be working Friday and Saturday night, so I won't be able to attend either of those. I mean, it sounds like from the very little bit that I heard, it sounds like it's probably going to be a pretty good performance. But
that's crazy, man.
Yeah, but when you got knobs running the soundboard, I think
maybe that's why you called them knobs, because you thought in your head like,
yeah, and I saw
these knob twisters over here.
Yeah, because they were messing with the knobs. I don't know. I have no clue. I don't think that's. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just an absolute moron, and I don't care.
I'm gonna call all the downstreamers all buttons.
Buttons.
Sup, buttons?
Oh, so trying to think if I had anything else. That's our big news at this homestead is getting ready for the play. I don't think anything else has happened.
Well, let's do our shout outs.
Oh, we got a lot of shout outs. A lot. So
you said you heard from Krista?
Yes. Krista Hasselbeck, who used to work with us, she left a couple months ago. She texted me this morning, and she said, the best part of this job is I never miss your podcast. I listen to you guys at work. And I was like, I hope you're enjoying them. She's like, I do. She's like, I sit here and laugh my ass off. Makes the day so much better.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yep, that's what I thought. I said, that's great. I said, I love to hear that. So thank you, Krista, for listening. So that's one. And then second, Stephanie Schluty, I believe is how you pronounce her last name. I'm sorry, Stephanie, if I butchered it. I did talk shit about her last week, and she did not appreciate that. She has been trying to leave messages, and she says she's having a hard time doing it. So I just told her, just message me anything you got. You know, I'll spread the word. And some of the things she did touch on was about my talk about McKeever. She remembered McKeever. And that was 3rd grade that we went.
Yeah, confirmed by Brett also.
And confirmed by Brett, yeah, who we need to do some shout outs with him. Because he said he fake cried his way to missing out on that. Which, like I said, it's still one of those, it's weird that I would have went. Because I hated, spending any time away from home till I was like, I don't know, 13, 14 years old. So for me to have been willing to go to that thing is quite a bit shocking.
Yeah.
Let's see, what else did Stephanie have to say? She was talking about let's see, what was the other? Oh, about the Irish Spring soap. She does remember, she thinks we did it in art class too, and I said it was her name was Mrs. Kester, was our weird art teacher in elementary. I feel like she had something to do with that too.
Every art teacher was fucking weird, huh?
Yeah, I don't think there is such a thing as a normal art teacher. Most of them are nice, but they're just odd. I
even had a weird photography teacher. Like I said, he gave me a free copy of Photoshop in 9th grade, and I don't think he ever expected that that I would learn it really well and end up photoshopping my own report cards.
Yeah. Oh, and then she's thinking, oh, I'm sorry, because she thought the Irish Spring maybe had something to do with McKeever as well. Because she said, I can't remember if that was the soap that they had in the shower, or if they showed us to use it to shave it to keep the deer away from flowers, or if we did some oh my god, some kind of soap carving. Yeah, she wasn't too sure either. And then we talked about our art teacher, that maybe that was her. And then she does remember my smelling of Curve cologne.
Oh yeah. So
Yep.
Ryan reached out to me and said he has some Curve.
No shit.
Yeah, he said he said they still have it, they still make it, and
Yeah, I think I just saw on CVS's website, because I had to go look on there for prescriptions. And I think I saw something and it said Curve Cologne Collection. And I'm like, maybe I might stop there. See what the price is first. I just need to remember what it smells like. Like I can remember, but I can't remember, if that makes sense. Like it hasn't really hit my brain yet as to the exact smell of it.
well,
So
I hope that you're able to figure it out someday again.
I do too. Yeah, so let's see. I think that was Facebook Messenger talk, and then now we're heading to Squanch. We're heading to Kurt, and he chimed in on the Bless You debate. So this was him Tuesday. So he says, how long is too long for the bless you after a sneeze? He says, you have until the conversation continues, until the tissue has been served, or 5 seconds during an isolated incident.
I just
So it
got
was
a
a
message
three-parter.
within the last 5 minutes from Mike Renner. He says, no idea how to find that poll on Spotify, but the longer you wait to bless someone after sneezing, the funnier.
It's odd. It does give a chuckle. It's weird, but yeah. So Kurt says, yeah, you have until the conversation continues until the part that I love is until the tissue has been served.
That is funny.
I just love how that was worded.
Well, in front of all of our peers, in front of everybody, on April 4th, 2024 at 12:18 a.m., Mitch, you sneezed. Bless you.
Up yours. Because
This
we
is
made
the official
eye contact.
blessing. Yes, we did.
We made eye contact for an odd, it was very odd, the 3 seconds that we just stared at each other. And then I just turned, I think I told you to fuck yourself and then I left.
You did. That's exactly, you sneezed and you looked right at me and I looked right at you and you just waited 3 seconds. You're like, that's it, fuck yourself. Done. And I marked the day in the time. It was 12:18 a.m., 4/4/24. And I was waiting for this moment to bless. It's been days.
That has been days. Well, thank you for the sneeze blessing.
Oh, you're welcome. There's another one. I didn't mark down that time.
Oh,
I think it was the next day. I caught it one more time.
Right. I think I did sneeze the next day.
No, I'll get you in a couple weeks on that one.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So now where are we at now? So we did Krista, we did Stephanie. We got to do Brett. So, okay, so here we go with Brett's sneeze protocol. He says, like I said, if it's not immediate or not at all, then he said, I say either gadzooks or I don't know how to blashy, BLASHE. I want to hear him say that.
We need a pronunciation on that. Yeah. So, that in light of that, Brett has sent us a message that had. There was a lot going on in the message, and he sent it a couple times, and his voice was fucked up.
Oh, yeah, it didn't even sound like him.
No, I know he was sick, and I did my best, Brett. I could not get any clear audio from it, and I just didn't want to subject our listeners to something that they had to really try to listen to, because Mitch and I were having a hard time trying to hear it. So I am, Stephanie, Brett, anybody who's interested, I am diligently trying to work on something where listeners can leave us voicemails, because apparently it's not that easy to do. What I can do, what I probably will end up doing, is setting us up a phone number where you can call and leave a message. I've done that in podcasts before. It works pretty well, so I may just end up doing that. You can just call up Ineffably Sublime Podcast and leave your voicemails there. I think that's the route I'm going to go.
Oh, there we go. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I don't even remember what Brett... Yeah, it was really hard to make out what Brett was saying.
Basically, from what I understood, he had enough time to check out your body without being, without being, gay about it. To let everybody know that Mitch would not have stood a chance being a male stripper for the hottest guy at Sears, Rosh Hashanah.
Yeah, the Rosh Hashanah strip dance thing was not gonna happen. Yeah, I think I have back then I think my dance moves would have been a good deterrent from the lack of muscle tone that I had. Because that's one thing, I'd never had muscles. I was never a muscly guy. I never worked out enough. I didn't care. My personality and my face, I felt, was more than enough. And I would try to work out, and then I'd hurt myself, and then I'd be like, nah, that's it, I'm done.
So I've been hearing a lot on TikTok about a term that I've not been familiar with until just this past week, but it's called the personality hire. And I sent this to Preston, and he said, this is you 100%. And I was like, I'm the personality hire, and he's like, totally. Not for, I'm not going to sit here and toot my own work ethic, because I know it can be lackluster at times, but I am a joy to work with, I like to think.
Yeah.
I try to keep things going as best I can in terms of, good conversation and whatnot. And I have my moments when there are people that aren't at work. I can step it up, but for the most part, I like to think that I'm the personality hire. And
Yeah.
that is where I ended up landing on. What was my point in all that?
We were talking about
what
like
you were
bodies
saying.
and stripping and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe that was you at Sears. You were the personality hire, and that was the attractive quality.
Maybe. Well, but see, when I got hired, I was still kind of shyish. Like I hadn't really come out of my shell too much.
Well, maybe
I think it was desperation is how they hired me. Because it was basically like I went in and I asked if they were hiring, and they're like, "Yeah, we'll give you an interview right now." I'm like, "Okay."
Oh, wow.
And then I was interviewed, and then I was hired. It was the weirdest thing to ever happen. And I wanted to work out in electronics, and they're like, "No." They're like, "We have a spot for you in receiving. You know, they're really short staffed back there." And I was like, "All right, that'll work too." How tall were they? What did I say to make you say that? What did I say? What did I say?
That you were short-staffed. They were short-staffed. I said that at a Popeyes one time that was so fucking busy. And I stood there, waited like 35 minutes for an order of chicken tenders, and the girl turned around and looked at me. She goes, "Sorry, we're really short-staffed." I'm like, "Y'all look about the same height to me." She went, "What?" And then just kept going. And I just thought it was fucking hilarious.
Oh. Well, I'm sure she found the humor in it much later.
Maybe.
I
hope I go there again and she's like, "You're that fucking guy. We talk about you all the time."
Let's see. What else did Brett say? Oh, Brett talked about, I think I must have brought his name up when we were talking about the movie Airplane. Because he said he doesn't recall hating on Airplane 2. I thought it was him, though, but it must not have been. Then it was that debate about the vampire or werewolf. And he said, you can reason with a vampire, you cannot reason with a werewolf, where our friend Doug Turner wrote, "True, I know firsthand." I don't know what that means, but
maybe he plays D&D.
Oh, maybe. That's
the only thing I could think of, because otherwise, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean that made sense to me. I prefer my dark alley argument.
Yeah, it wasn't a bad argument. It was all right. Let's see. Oh, here's a bit of breaking news. O.J. Simpson died.
I saw that.
Yeah, that's a shame. Anyway,
was out.
Yeah.
What a shame.
What a shame. Anyway, moving on. Yeah, that fucker doesn't deserve anything. That guy, that whole thing, that was a weird time to be alive. That whole situation. I still remember when they got murdered. I was at a friend's house. I was at Mike Green's house. This is 2 weeks in a row I brought up Mike Green. But I woke up, we were at his place, and we always watched sports, and we had it on ESPN all night long. And I still remember the breaking news when they talked about his wife and Ron Goldman dying. And I was like, man, like that is weird. And then all that shit, the chase. So you were way too young for that. You probably don't remember any of that.
What year was it?
94?
1994.
Yeah.
I was 4.
Yeah, you wouldn't have remembered any of that. But this, I'm telling you, it was on every channel, everything, from that day that they were murdered. And I think it was like 2 days later is when they were going to try to arrest him. And then he bolted. And then it's, the infamous white Bronco scene going down the LA freeway. And I mean, it was just bonkers. And the whole trial, we actually, every class stopped what they were doing when they had when they announced that they had a verdict. Because I still remember we were in physics class and they turned the TV on when they knew the verdict was coming, and we sat there in physics class and watched the verdict of him being found not guilty, which is
acquitted of all charges.
Yep, total bullshit.
Crazy.
Yeah,
and So okay, go ahead.
Well, they basically, and you watch these there's a, if you're into this OJ thing, there was a really good documentary on ESPN. It was called 30 for 30 is what they're called, their documentary series. And it's about the whole OJ thing. Highly recommend it. It was very, very good.
Highly?
Highly
How
recommend it. Stratosphere. The cumulus cloud. That's
Whoa.
how freaking high. I think there's such a thing as a cumulus cloud.
That's a no ceilings recommendation there.
Oh,
buddy.
it couldn't get any higher. It's Cheech and Chong level highness.
Whoa.
Yeah. But it's really good.
Is it like king level highness?
Yeah, I'm gonna say king level highness.
Wow.
Yeah. King James will even go. Yeah.
Okay.
King James was something.
Anyway.
Yeah.
No.
I heard your eyes roll when you did that too.
No, speaking of anyway, I wanted to bring this up since I know now that Krista listens. We can bring this up real quick. Krista, listen here. When you asked me about my KitchenAid and I said what, this has spawned the most insane. Like, Mitch calls me out daily.
Yes.
I can't even say what to him without him being like, don't say what in that ungrateful tone. Like, all because of that one fucking day.
And that's how it started, because I'm sure you have done it many times. But that particular day and that particular time when she's like, so Deej, how's your mixer? My what? It's like, wow, like that was
every
aggressive.
fucking day since then. I can't even say what to. I've had to work line. Nate was out for a while. I had to work line 5 for a while, and I can't even ask him what. It's all in my eyebrows, apparently.
Yes, if you raise your eyebrow, you squint. It's an angry squint. And then you even snarl a little bit, like your upper lip gets kind of quivered a little bit, and it's just full on anger. It's almost like a condescending what? Like, how dare you even talk to me? And how dare you even ask that question is how you look. I want to take a snapshot real quick of you. The way you to let you see what you look like when you say what. Because
your impression is enough. Because now I catch myself doing it, and I'm like,
But I do appreciate you trying. It's okay though. If you don't,
I just need you to know that I never mean anything by it. It's genuine bewilderment.
Yeah.
It just comes off aggressive, I guess. I don't know. I don't know why. I just do it. Like, it's just the way that the way I was raised, I guess.
Yeah. It's funny now. It's funny now more than anything. Like, it doesn't even bother me now. I mean, not that it ever really did bother me. I shouldn't even make it sound like it did. But yeah, now it's just funny. But I did appreciate Monday night. You say that. How'd you say that? You're like, say that again. And your eyes were all. Yeah. I'm like, there we go. I said that's much better.
It hurts. It hurts to like force myself to do it.
Yeah.
I can't help it, man. I just, like I said, it's pure, unadulterated, genuine bewilderment, but it comes off as like, what the fuck did you just say? Like, unintentional.
Yeah, I totally get it. It's fine. It's fine. It's all in good fun now.
Oh well, I mean, whatever.
Yeah.
All right. Do we have? Have we cleaned house?
I can't think of anything else. I'm looking real quick at my text messages.
I do want to say, while you're looking there, anybody that is interested in knowing that you may already know this, but we do record these episodes a week behind. So sometimes we forget, or the information that we're getting is from the previous week's episode, and like this week it just came out, so some of the stuff is, you know, we're getting it, but we do record these a week ahead, but it comes out as a week behind. So sometimes even on like the days the episode drops, like today's a Thursday, so we just had an episode come out Tuesday.
Yeah.
So on those episodes, when we record those, sometimes we don't get all the feedback until the next. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So that is the way that we do this. It keeps things running smoothly. That way we don't, you know.
Yeah. Until your internet goes out on you, and then
Right.
I got all bewildered and befuddled, and
Right, and again, that is good, because now for this episode I have a few days to edit it if I need to, because I'm going to have to edit out that whole 25-minute period of time where there was no internet for you.
yeah.
And it's just me talking and then pausing. We paused so long that the recording app is just like, "Hello, I haven't heard anything for 5 minutes. Are you there?" Like,
Because I saw that and I was like, well, I thought that was you, and then I was like, oh no, that's that Craig person that says, hello, I haven't heard anything for 5 minutes. But I think I got her figured out, because this is the longest stretch it's gone now without going out. So I think
so that's good.
I think we're all right now.
Earlier,
Hopefully.
it's just me talking about the Penguins thing, and then it just stops, and I just go, Spuds?
Oh, Spuds McGamble. That's such a great name.
Perfect.
Maybe someday we'll tell people.
Maybe we won't.
Yeah, or we won't. Yeah.
Krista actually knows. She's the one who knows about Bingo McDonald. She might be the only one.
Yeah. Yeah, she was there. Sheila didn't know anything about it because she was off at that time.
Oh yeah.
Nate would know. Nate and
Nate
Sheila,
knows.
or Nate and I'm not Sheila, Nate and Krista. They were there that night. I think it was just the four of us that were working that infamous Bingo McDonald night. I haven't seen that shirt. I think
You know what? Krista also knows the spirit of the woodpecker.
She does.
That is not a mystery to her.
That is not. So that's
Yeesh.
two things. So Spuds McGamble is the only thing she does not know. Yes, she was standing there when the woodpecker discussion happened. And she was there for Bingo McDonald. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's the secret keeper.
Oh. That is, yeah. That is something.
That is rich.
That is.
That's Preston rich. Not Preston that we work with, but Preston from Blank Check. That's Macintosh rich.
Oh.
You ever watch Blank Check?
No, I'm trying to. That's why I had to look at. Did you just say what weird again?
No, certainly not.
I when you said it, I wanted to hurry up and try to look it up, but my handwriting or typing did not come out blank check.
Oh God, what did you type?
Black Chonk.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
Black Chonk?
Black Chonk. BlackChonk.
You're not allowed to not tell me anymore what you type.
Every time I try to type something, it's never right the first time.
Oh,
Black Chonk.
it's a nice bag for there, Mitch. Holy fuck.
Yeah, I do not know Blank Check at all.
Great movie.
Weird
fucking movie.
Yeah, there he is, Brian Bonsall, Preston Waters. Karen Duffy. Oh, James Rebhorn. That guy was on As the World Turns.
He played the banker?
He played Fred Waters.
Oh, yeah. His dad.
Oh, yeah, because he was also in Independence Day. Was it? He was As the World Turns. He was, oh shit, what the hell was his name? Oh, I see. I'm gonna have to look it up now. Okay. Luckily, I'm on IMDb, whatever it's called.
Black Chonk is a weird fucking movie, man. It's yeah, this little boy gets like a blank check from his grandma, and then they like make it out to him for like $11, and then somehow I forget how it happens, but he ends up with another blank check from some big rich guy,
Oh,
and he like photoshops it into his computer, and he puts $1 million in there, and then he takes it to the bank, and they just fucking give it to him.
wow.
They just hand it to him in cash. And this
Must-
kid fucking buys the world, bro.
Wow.
He buys so much shit, and I thought, wow, what a dream.
That is a dream. Damn it, I was wrong. He wasn't on As the World Turns. He was Guiding Light. He was Brad Rains. I was gonna say his name was Brian.
What's up with the water theme names?
I don't know.
Rains, Waters?
Rains, Waters, yeah. Yeah, this guy, he's one of those, you see his face and you're like, all right, he's been in something. And he's one of those that's like a little part in almost every movie. I mean, he was in Basic Instinct. He was in Son of a Woman.
Yeah, he's one of those guys. Like,
yeah.
you seen him, but you're just like, where the fuck did I see him at?
Yeah, but I remember him from God. Man, I thought for sure it was As the World Turns, because that was my jam, of course, was the CBS.
And the guy who plays the banker in the movie, he reminds me of Newman from Seinfeld, but it's not that actor.
Oh.
And I don't know what he's from, but I've seen him. He's one of those actors that you just see.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm just going to search it too.
Was it
Black Chonk.
Bitterman?
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 Maybe.
I'm trying to find. There's Damian Waters. There's a Quigley. There's a Bitterman.
Yeah, Bitterman.
Yeah, he does look. Michael Lerner.
Oh, he's an elf.
He's an
what
elf.
What the fuck is he an elf?
Oh, he was internet famous American bred the Pickles. The hell is that?
Oh, he was the boss.
Oh, okay. Mirror, Good Wife. Yeah, some of this stuff. Yeah, he does look really familiar. A lot of this newer stuff I've never heard of. Oh, he was on an episode of Law and Order, SUV.
SVU?
Or SVU. Yeah, whatever, same thing.
Law and Order SUV.
SUV. Oh. Oh, there was a TV series of Clueless? I didn't know that.
Law and Order Sport Utility Vehicle.
Ooh, No Escape. That's a good movie. From 1994. It's got Ray Liotta in it.
Oh,
I don't know what
Ray Liotta. I like Ray Liotta.
Yeah, I don't remember what his character's name is in that, but that's a 90s movie that I would probably recommend. I forgot all about that movie till I just saw it when I was scrolling.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
All right, are you ready to do debates?
Yeah, we could probably hit a few of them. Since we're way behind here, I don't know. We'll probably not be able to hit all of them
It's okay.
because I gotta run some
We're in
errands.
control.
We are in some control. Let's see.
I just
Oh my
sent
God,
it to the chat if you need it.
Yeah. I'll get there. I'm all disheveled. No. Oh. Let's see. Yeah, probably you have it in our chat. The hell do you mean by that?
On Discord.
Oh. Oh, look at that. Jesus Christ.
Right underneath Black Chonk.
Yeah. Oh man. All right. I think I'm gonna be ready here. Oh my god. I don't understand my life anymore.
What is happening over there?
A lot. It's just terrible. Discord. There we go. I think I'm ready to...
We're on number 51.
Okay. Agree. Oh my god, now my phone's not... Hey, here we go. I'm ready. You go ahead and start. Should have had you just start anyway while I was... all this dead air of me trying to get everything situated.
That's okay. There's smooth jazz playing in the background.
Ooh.
All right. Number 51. Pluto, the planet, not the dog, should still be considered a planet.
I thought it was back to being considered.
Yeah, when is this article from?
I don't know. Let's see. It's from August 4th, 2023.
Huh.
Yeah. Or are they just saying it should still like it was at this point, so it should still be considered, like there should be no more talk of it not being it anymore. I don't know.
According to Google, it was reclassified as a planet, a dwarf planet, in 2006.
Okay.
So I'm going to go ahead and say yes.
Yeah, I agree.
According to NASA.
Yep, NASA. Yeah, I agree. Pluto should still be considered a planet. Never change. Never change, Pluto. You stay you.
Yeah, write that in your fucking yearbook.
Yeah.
Never change. Have a good summer. All right.
Oh, let's see. 52. Santa Claus's elves should be paid minimum wage. Well, how do we know that they're not paid?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
Fuck do we know?
Yeah. Well, they already have probably free room and board, I would hope.
You would assume.
I would assume, because unless they just stay up there just for elf reasons, and then like after Christmas, then they get shipped back to their homes.
Homes,
like their residences, like they're like whatever country they're from. Like
no.
I don't know. Well, like they recruit them from around the world. Like maybe some of them don't actually live in the North Pole year round. Like, do we know that they even live there all year round?
We better let them pointy-eared motherfuckers that we work with know.
Yeah.
Because I don't think that's the case, man.
So you just think they're up there 365 year round?
They got to start working on. They work all year. Here's the thing, though. I mean, they're probably provided everything they need. Like, I don't imagine. It'd be fucked up. They're like, Santa, can we get paid? Like, what the
hell else do you want?
Get a job.
Yeah.
Oh, you want paid?
Yeah. It's like, we're paying your room, we're paying your board, you get free food, and it's like, what the hell else do you want?
Shut up and make the voice.
Yeah.
Twist that wrench. All right, number 53. There is intelligent life on other planets.
I agree.
Yeah, how can there not be?
Yeah. Yeah,
That's
especially with all this shit coming out now, with the Pentagon releasing, UFOs do exist now, and all this other stuff. How could there not be? And then you see those, what's that big ass telescope thing, the James Webb thing?
Yes.
Is that what that's called? And then you see all those other star systems and all those other everything.
Galaxies.
Yeah. Many. There's definitely, without a doubt, life on other planets. Will we ever see them? Probably not.
Here's the problem. You know about
All right.
time dilation?
I don't know.
So time dilation, there's two different I guess versions of it. I don't really know what word I'm looking for here, but there's two different ways to explain time dilation. Number one would be like if you were to get into a rocket right now and head up to space and travel, like you're how old?
46.
Okay, 46. You get up in there right now and travel for 4 years at a high speed, let's call it. Not light speed, but let's say a high speed.
Right.
You would age 4 years. Okay, but we would age like 26 years.
Oh.
And you could come right back to Earth and everybody you knew would be 26 years older. And you would have only aged 4.
Oh, okay.
That's one version of time dilation. The other version of time dilation is the fact that light reaches before, like light reaches beforehand. You know what I mean? Like light.
Yeah.
And due to the fact that like light speed, like so if we were to look at a galaxy and find life on another planet, there, theoretically speaking, we're seeing the past.
Okay. Yes.
So like a better explanation would be if an alien were to look at Earth any number of billions of light years away, they're not seeing humans yet.
Right.
Unless they have different technology than we have.
Yeah.
If they have the same technology, then they are seeing dinosaurs.
Yeah. Gotcha. I do remember that one. Because I do remember that one growing up, always hearing like, some of the stars you see might have actually exploded, might not even be around now, might be, this or that. I do remember that. I didn't know that was what the terminology was, so.
Sure, yeah, it's the same concept as when you see a firework explode before you hear the boom.
Yeah.
Same concept.
Yep, gotcha.
That's what they say. If the sun were to ever go out, we wouldn't know for 8 minutes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I do remember hearing that.
Yeah, we would have no fucking clue.
Yeah. Poof. That'd be brutal. When that would happen. What was that movie that McConaughey comes back and Interstellar?
Yeah,
it's a good movie. Yeah.
It's really long.
Because what was it? It got really boring at times. And because what was it? He came back and he was the same age, but his daughter was on her deathbed.
Yeah, that planet that they were on, the one that was all water, every time like there's like a ticking noise you can hear.
Yeah.
That's like one single day happening on Earth. And it literally ticks like every 20 seconds or something like that.
That's a crazy ass movie. It was good. Slow at times.
I hear that it is the second most convincing time travel related film ever made.
Oh, what's first?
Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Oh, get the hell out of here.
Not joking.
How so? With the phone booth thing and the... What?
I know, it's confusing. But when I started writing my comic book, it was all about time travel. I did a little bit of research to make sure that the version of time travel that I used was unique to me and not copying anything else. And that was what I had figured out. Now this was years ago. I think Avengers Endgame is right up there with,
okay,
like scientifically accurate time travel.
I can see that.
Something along those lines. So yeah.
All right.
Interesting.
It is interesting. Very much so.
All right, hit him with 57, Spuds.
Yeah, no, we're going to go with 54. How about that?
Oh, there you go. I didn't know that. Yeah.
So 54, the egg came before the chicken. I don't know what to think about this one. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a hard one, man.
Because this just does this whole evolution shit and, yeah, I would say yes. The egg came before the chicken, but how did the egg get? It's still just one of those. No matter what you say, it's like, well, how would the chicken have gotten there first? Well, so you can say the same thing about the egg. How did the egg just, like, what formed first? Like, I don't know. I don't know. My brain isn't equipped to do this.
I mean, it is hard.
Yeah.
But so according to our AI friend, the real answer depends on how you frame the question. From a biological standpoint, eggs preceded chickens in the evolutionary timeline. However, if you're specifically asking about chickens as we know them today, the answer is the egg. Since a chicken egg is needed for a chicken to hatch, it is a bit of a chicken and egg situation. Haha. AI can do puns.
Yeah, it can. Smart ass AI. But I still don't. But how does an egg? I guess it just formed. Like, I don't. Oh, I don't know. I mean, I'll still say yes, that the egg was first. But this is another one of those. Mainly, like a lot of the things that I say, I can be swayed.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like anything.
Yeah, almost anything.
This isn't peanut butter burgers we're talking about here.
That's true.
All right, number 55. Harry Potter is better than Lord of the Rings.
Well, I don't know if I can't really answer that because I only watched a portion of Harry Potter. And I did like Lord of the Rings.
I'm going with Harry Potter.
Okay. I'll go Lord of the Rings only because I watched Lord of the Rings, and I mean, that very little of Harry Potter that I watched wasn't bad. So, but as of this particular second, I'm going to say Lord of the Rings, but that will not be like end all be all for me.
You're not going to set it in stone, are you?
No stone. No stone.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. Well, there's that.
Yeah. So on to 56. The world would be better if women were always in charge.
57. Kidding.
I don't want to. I mean, yes. I mean, to say always in charge, I think you need a good balance.
Great answer.
There definitely needs to be more women in charge in certain aspects.
Hashtag Thanos was right.
Damn right, Thanos was right.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Man.
I totally agree with him. But yeah, there's definite times when, because I've been, at jobs where, the main boss was a woman, and I've been at jobs where the main boss was a man, and in that particular instance, it felt like when the woman was in charge, things ran smoother.
I mean, sure. Yep. I'm neither here nor there on this one. Yeah. It's yeah. I have my own shortcomings as a man,
Yep.
But there's a whole set of scientific, shit to get into and statistics to get into, and that's not what we're here for. But yeah, I know what, I'm good at, and I know what my wife's good at, and I'm not good at the things that she's good at.
Yep.
So, yeah.
And like I said, I do believe, there's not enough women in charge of things that I feel like that people say that, a woman shouldn't be qualified for this and that. Nah, I feel like they are. They're definitely qualified for any. There's nothing out there that I can say, no, only a man should be in charge of this. Maybe.
Right, but there are plenty of things out there that women feel like men should do.
Yeah. Exactly.
Not that they couldn't, but that they should.
Yep.
Now there's even an argument to be spoken for. I mean, just recently, I can remember Tammy saying to me, like, she give me a list of things that need to be done, and I just get them done, like, quick. She's like, how the fuck do you do that so fast? I'm like, I don't know. I just do.
Yeah.
You know, but the way she does it is far more thorough and takes her way longer
Right.
for the same task. So
Yeah. Yeah. Like
an
I said,
argument can be made regardless.
Exactly. All right.
Number 57 is fucking retarded, but we're going to talk about it anyway, I guess. I already know my answer. It's better to be TikTok famous than Instagram famous. I'm going to go with TikTok because that's the new standard. So,
Yeah. I don't really care for Instagram.
yeah, I don't do it.
I'm on it, but I don't. No, I find myself on TikTok a hell of a lot more, and I feel TikTok's more do I want to say easily accessible? I don't think that's what I really want to say. I don't know.
It's hard to say, man. It's like, is there? I know Clearfield's kind of laid out weird, but I'll use this in Du Boisian terms. I don't often go to Martin's because I feel like its location sucks. Right? You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And that's how I feel about TikTok versus Instagram, if that makes sense. Like, I just feel like to get the same information and I could get off Instagram, I could just get off using Facebook and TikTok, and it feels easier to me because it's easier. Like,
Word.
I don't know how else to describe it, but like, I won't go certain places because I think the location sucks. But whenever I do go there, I'm like, oh, this isn't so bad. Why don't I come here more often? But I still fucking don't. Like,
yeah, I agree with you on this one.
Yeah, I don't really know how else to describe it. Like, in that terms, it makes sense to me.
Yeah. Yep, I agree. Yeah, like I said, I like TikTok more than I like Instagram. Oh, I'm yawning. I'm sorry. There we go. So, yeah, I agree.
How dare you?
I know. That was very unprofessional of me.
Jeez.
Yawning in the middle of a show.
Fucking Connor, man. That's what you look like. Yawning during speed dating. Fuck.
All right. 58. Facebook should add a don't like button. I mean, yeah, that's fine. I feel like that'd be used a lot, though.
I mean, literally, YouTube literally took away their don't like or their dislike button.
Yeah, they did.
Or no, they didn't take it away. They took away the number.
Oh, is that what they took away? Oh, I thought they took away the that one. Okay.
Maybe not. Maybe it's still there, but like, I'm pretty sure that you can't see the number.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you can still dislike it, but it doesn't tell you how many dislikes.
Man. Yeah, I just feel, but yeah, why not? Just put a don't like button. I think that'll start. Well, there's always fighting on Facebook anyway.
I mean, they already have an angry react. What the fuck is the difference?
Exactly. Yeah, I say they should.
I could see why they don't, but
Yeah.
All right, 59. Aliens live among us right here on Earth.
We're going Men in Black situation.
I mean, I could see, maybe, sure.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah. I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna say there probably are somewhere around here. You know, what was that we talked about how much of the ocean has never been discovered, or not discovered, but even like.
Yeah, no, you're right.
On? So who's to say that there's not something out in the middle of the ocean that, you know, is unreachable, or somewhere that there might be like a little alien something in the water somewhere. You never know.
This tiptoes around a lot of like, I have weird irrational fears that like one of you, my friends, my peers, my colleagues, my wife, my parents, aren't aliens, but are like not who you say you are.
Oh. Well, if I were, I would tell you.
That's exactly what I'd expect you to say.
Yeah. Yep. I wouldn't say it over the show.
Well,
But I tell you what, with the way that I act and some of this type stuff I do, it does seem kind of otherworldly. So maybe I am. And maybe I don't know that I am. Maybe I think that I'm a perfectly human being.
that's another
But
thing.
here,
I
yeah.
thought of this the other day during the. Have you ever heard of the eclipse?
Oh, the eclipse. I've heard stories. Did something happen like this not too long ago?
Yeah. So I was thinking about this during the eclipse because of all the fucking insanity. This was the most bullshit thing. Like I can't even handle. That's one reason why TikTok sucks.
Yeah.
Is because of the fucking insane amount of conspiracy theories that came out. I literally half expected to look in the mirror and be like, guess I'm not who I thought I was. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. I slept through it. I had my alarm set. It went off. I looked kind of somewhat half-assed, looked outside, and it was where the sun is to our house. I'm like, I'm not going to be able to see it anyway. Izzy slept through it. I slept through it. It's like, well, whatever happens, happens. And I woke up and everything's normal.
Yeah, I mean, what's the big deal?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's who knows, man. There could be life from other planets everywhere. I mean,
Yeah.
have you ever come across Bashar? You know who he is?
Bashar?
Bashar, you never come across him?
I don't think.
Daryl Anka. Very popular on TikTok. I'm surprised you haven't
I'm
seen him.
assuming I've had to have.
He's a bald man who he hosts like seminars all across the world. You can hire this man to come to wherever, and he claims that he speaks to an extraterrestrial being. He connects to this extraterrestrial being, and he hosts gigantic seminars where people can talk to this alien.
I have never seen this guy. I'm looking him up right now. I don't think I've seen a single thing.
He's been around a while, and it is fucking wild, some of the shit that this dude says. And like none of it is so crazy that you wouldn't believe it.
Huh. Wow. Yeah.
But if you get a chance to, just watch some of his shit, because I'm just like, what the fuck? I mean, Who knows? Nobody knows if it's true or not. Nobody can even fucking tell.
Instantly, yeah, everyone's initial reaction is always going to be, this guy's full of shit. He doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. More than likely, he probably is full of shit. But how do we know? How do we know for sure? Yeah, Bashar. I'll type him up here whenever I already have him in my search for TikTok, but I'm not gonna.
Oh, then you'll never stop seeing his videos. They constantly show up.
Okay.
Very odd. And I usually watch some of them. Sometimes I don't. But, sometimes he says stuff that I'm just like, what the fuck? And then other times I'm just like, wow. That'd be crazy if that happens. But, he doesn't really do like future predictions. He kind of just talks.
Okay. I'm going to have to give him a shot here. I'll probably more than likely poo-poo everything, but...
Yeah, highly likely.
Yeah.
That's a no ceilings recommendation there.
Yeah. Well, I'll still definitely do it. Definitely.
All right, Spuds, hit him with the city.
60. Using curse words is no big deal. I agree. I don't see what the big deal is. I mean, Izzy's been swearing since she's been like 6 years old. Yeah. I don't, we just make sure to tell her when she was, much younger, just don't do it in school. Don't do it in public.
That's the problem here.
Yeah.
That's the debate.
That is the debate. Yeah, exactly. Why? I don't think it's a big deal. And it's just one of those I don't want to have to hear, saying that we're bad parents because we're letting our child swear because they are prudes and they don't think swearing is good.
And we've long talked about maybe doing an episode about the history of swear words, but
Yeah.
weren't sure because of the content of it. But I don't see what the big deal is. And I just saw a video on TikTok a couple weeks back, and it was about a guy who got bitched at by his in-laws for wearing a hat at the dinner table. Again,
Oh, those
who gives a
people.
shit?
Yeah.
And I used to get in trouble in school, like, oh, it's disrespectful to the flag. But why? It's
Yeah.
a fucking hat.
It's a hat.
And I
Yep.
don't get it. And so I did some research, and it literally is, there's no reason for it. None whatsoever. It's just some bullshit values that we came up with way back when. And
Yep.
we just hold people to this standard for absolutely no fucking reason at all.
Yeah, and back in the day, not, I wouldn't say the days of yore, but definitely back in like the 20s and 30s, you'd always see these old videos. Dudes always wore hats. I mean, they weren't ball hats, but they were the fedoras or whatever the hell they were called. So the dudes were always wearing hats. They all take them off all at the same time to eat? I doubt it. Yeah,
I just think it's weird and people hold each other to this odd standard.
Yep.
And it's like what we heard at work recently. Like, oh, so-and-so is being investigated because she swore. Okay, who cares?
Yeah.
People swear.
Yep. I still remember Izzy's first time when she swore. We were sitting in the living room. She was watching Yo Gabba Gabba. And something came out. It wasn't one of the main characters, but something came out and she's like, what the fuck is that?
I love it.
It was great. But yeah, and it's just one of those, it's like, just don't say it in public. Like the hat thing, take your hat off. But it's still just like, why?
This
Why?
reminds me of something I forgot to tell you, and it fucking cracked me up. I'm driving through town, coming back to the lake, and I'm getting ready to pass Snappies, and coming off the interstate, I see this beautiful, looked like a brand new white car,
Mhm.
right? Yeah, I don't know if it was a Cadillac, something, but on the side of it, spray painted on there like a fucking child did it. It wasn't graffiti. I mean, it was graffiti, but it wasn't like pretty graffiti. It just said "fuck" in big black letters. Just fuck, F-U-C-K, sprayed on the side of this beautiful fucking car. And I'm like,
Oh,
wow.
God.
And it was coming into Du Bois, and I'm like, bro, what in the hell? Like, that's just not something you see every day. And I thought it was so funny.
That is funny.
And I'm just like, there's a story there that I really wish that I could have just turned my car around and been like, dude, why? Like,
I'm surprised you didn't.
I wanted to.
Yeah.
If I was a journalist, I would have been all over that, like hose on Santa Claus.
Yeah, you sniff and moan at guys in the middle of sheets. I figured you would have chased them down and been like, all right.
Where did you hear that at?
Oh, I was re-listening to last week's episode today, or this week's episode. And I got to that part. I was like, oh my God, I forgot about that.
I did that. I inhaled, man.
You did. And that's... No, I was going to say, and that's okay, but I can't say it. It's not okay.
It's not. You're right. That guy probably still talks about me at parties.
I'm sure.
I hope he does.
I hope so too. I can't see that he wouldn't, because I know maybe he has a podcast and maybe he's talking about you the
Oh, we
exact
can only
time
hope.
Remember that one bald
He has-
motherfucker?
He has PTSD. He can't, like, people that come near him, he just like, don't fucking sniff me. Don't. Like, bro, what do you mean? I wasn't even trying to sniff you. Like, oh, it's one time this fucking guy sniffed me his sheets. Weird me the fuck out. Can't do it anymore. Don't sniff
probably
me.
doesn't even wear cologne anymore. He's probably doesn't even wear anything anymore. It's like he's probably a stinky guy now. Like he won't even put deodorant on anymore because of you.
He's like, man, he's like in an anonymous class, like just like how did your problem start? Like it all started back at Sheets. I was just trying to order some mac and cheese bites. This guy fucking walks up and just sniffs me in the chest. Like fuck, oh, what the fuck, dude? Like
it's like, oh,
I wonder if he embellishes the story at all.
Oh, I'm sure he does. Because
Yeah.
I'm sure he'll probably say you did like a Silence of the Lambs, like you know caressed your nipples while you after you sniffed. You like sniffed and went, you tweaked on your nipple rings, and then you tucked it inside your thighs and danced around. I don't know.
Oh man.
Oh, jeez. Poor
That's
guy.
that's a fucking black chunk there.
That is a black chunk.
All right.
All right. 61.
Yeah, go ahead.
Am I 61?
I don't know. You're 46. Go ahead.
Okay. Bottled water is better than tap water. At least in Clearfield, I agree. Clearfield tap water is not good.
Oh, I agree in every context.
Yeah.
Tap
I don't
water
know if there's
sucks.
I don't know if anyone where they would say their tap water is good. I can't. I mean, I'm sure there's somewhere, but I don't know anywhere.
I learned something about bottled water today.
Oh, do
Oddly
tell.
enough, I don't fucking know. This is impossibly coincidental, but yeah, I learned that the color of the cap indicates the type of water. Right? So if you have a black cap, it's alkaline water. If you have a white cap, it's processed water. If you have a blue cap, it's spring water. And if you have a green cap, it's municipal water.
Oh. So I want to make sure that I'm blue cap all the way then.
Blue or black are your best options. Alkaline's really good for you.
Isn't
Yeah.
alkaline in batteries?
That's what they're called. But no, you want alkaline water. That's good. So my little bladder problem that I told you about, that's what I need. Alkaline water.
Oh, okay.
Alkaline water is no acid.
Okay.
Walmart water, great value water, those big fucking 36 packs of water
Yeah.
are basically vinegar.
And we have a shit ton out in the porch right now that I got to take to Autumn's office. She has it for her clients.
Yeah, it's basically vinegar. Like, it's so acidic. Dasani is a green cap. So you got the great value water is white cap. Aquafina is white cap. Then you got like Fiji, that's a blue cap. Probably like the Delta Blue, that's probably a blue cap. And then you got your like I said, Dasani's green, and then like there's various waters that have black caps, they're alkaline. But then here's the thing that it kind of goes off the rails a little bit, because I've been buying like at work, I'll buy like a Smart Water, which is made by Aquafina, but I'm pretty sure it's got a white cap.
Oh, okay. I
But
need to start looking at caps. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know any of that.
No, I know Dasani water. I know when it's Dasani, other than when it says it on the label, but still, I hate Dasani water.
It's gross, yeah.
It's just something about it. I feel that Aquafina is better than Dasani.
Ugh, no, Aquafina's nasty.
Yeah, see, I don't mind Aquafina. Of course, the Sam's Club, I just don't drink plain water anyway. Like, I gotta be almost totally dehydrated for me just to drink plain water. Like, I still have to put a packet of something in it. There's
I
others.
like plain water.
I can't do it. I can't.
I mean, I have a Culligan at home, so I don't really.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Well, I've told the story on here. I'm positive I have, that I get heartburn if I guzzle just regular bottled water, tap water, doesn't matter. I get heartburn. It's probably my body rejecting it because it's something healthy going into my body. So it's probably
maybe
what
you're just
the
drinking
fuck
shit
is
water.
this? Well, yeah, probably, because I know I can honestly say that I probably have never. Well, I shouldn't say I've never. I can count on one hand easily how many times I've drank like Fiji water or Smart Water. Like, when it comes to bottled water, like, it has always been Aquafina, Dasani, or Sam's Club. Like,
Sure.
when it comes to just your plain, like, I see the things for Smart Water and I see the things for Fiji, but I don't buy it because I feel like it might be more expensive. I guess I don't know if it is or not.
I used to buy Fred water. You ever have Fred?
Fred
water.
No, what the hell's Fred water?
Y'all remember Fred water?
No.
You know, it was a little bottle of water that was shaped like a flask.
Really?
Yeah, it was fucking great. You could put it in your pocket. It was awesome.
I never heard of that.
I loved it so much. I just love the fact that I could stick it in my side, like in my coat pocket, and it never like bulged out, and you could just grab your. It was fucking so cool.
Huh. That is nice when nothing bulges out.
Yeah, and then Voss. You ever had Voss?
Heard of Voss, never had it.
It's got a gray cap, so I don't know what the fuck that means. But yeah,
Ooh.
Voss, like a big cylinder bottle.
Okay, yeah, I do vaguely remember Voss. Yeah.
Crazy.
It is crazy. It's pretty nuts.
All right, number
62.
62. Going out is more fun than staying home.
Nope.
Yes, I agree. I
Yep.
agree with you.
Yep.
When I was younger, I used to love going out.
I don't think I ever
But
wanted to
now,
go anywhere.
You know, when I go out now, you know, I get a flat tire and you miss your fucking game.
That tire blew, man. Could you tell like what you hit, or was it you hit something, or what happened? Or did it just
we don't know.
it just decided to that was a pretty nasty blowout.
Yeah, we're really unsure. I mean, the reality of it is that the tire needed air.
Yeah.
But I don't know
still,
if that can just happen from air in your tire.
Yeah.
From no air in your tire. I don't know the answer, but it was pretty fucking bad. Like, when I brought it to Walmart to get it changed, they were like, holy shit, dude. Like, you could see the threads. Like, it fucking blew apart.
Yeah. Yeah, that was bad.
The walls blew out and everything, so...
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's what happens when you go out as an adult. Just shit goes wrong, you know, or it's exhausting.
It is very exhausting.
Like, as excited as I am to go out on Saturday, like, I'm glad that we were offered a ride there.
That's even better.
Yeah, I'm like, that's fine. Like, I'll go out with someone, but still, there's still a part of me that's like super pumped. I get to go see the Bruins and the Penguins. That's fucking cool. And it's an 8:00 game, so I've got to leave here at 4. You know what I mean? Like,
oh, it's a night game.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So like, we got to leave our house at 4, and then like, you know, we got to drive to Punxsutawney, and then from Punxsutawney we're gonna go from there all together in one car, and we're gonna get something to eat in Pittsburgh, and then go to the game. And I already know I'm not gonna be. You know, the whole day is gone because I'm working Friday.
Right.
And then I gotta sleep, so I'll sleep till 2, and then I'll get up and get ready and fucking go.
Yeah, that's right.
And then I won't get home until, like, I'll be gone for 12 hours. I'll probably get home at like 2.
Yeah, it makes for a long day.
Yeah, like
night.
Just doing anything is exhausting. Like, that's why I'm grateful. I'm grateful for COVID for one reason. And that's curbside pickup.
Oh, it's the best.
Curbside pickup is one of the best things that came out of the pandemic.
Yeah. Yep.
Hands down.
We just had Walmart deliver. I am in the mood for tater tot casserole for supper tonight. So last night, Autumn did a Walmart order. Lady came 8 a.m. this morning and dropped it all off. And I mean, it is more expensive to do the delivery than it is curbside pickup, but still, even curbside pickup is just it's fantastic. Yeah,
it's top notch, and it sucks. Like, I found myself like at Christmas time, I found myself like really like wanting to go into a store, and then every time I would do it, I'd be like, why the fuck did we do this?
Yeah.
Like, it's just crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, short trips into like Five Below or Dollar Tree or whatever. If I have to run in, even at Lowe's, I do curbside pickup anymore because I don't want to spend any time looking for the shit.
Yep. It's so much easier. Just somebody pick it out for you. You just go and do that. See, I'm going to have to go into Walmart today. But luckily, it'll just be to the pharmacy. And at least in Clearfield, if I park on the far side, I just walk in, take a left. Pharmacy's right there. Bing, bang, boom. I'm done.
See, I wish that there was like a drive-through store.
Ooh,
Kinda
that
like-
would be nice, too.
Kind of like, have you ever been to like a beer distributor where you can drive through?
Oh, yeah.
So like exactly like that, where you go in there and there's like 5 people and they're like, "Hey, what do you need?" Like, here's my list, and they just have everything on pallets, just kind of all around.
Yeah.
They just go grab your shit for you and put it in your car, and you're done. You pay, you're good. You don't got to get out,
Nice. That would be
and you
nice.
don't have to worry about the kids. You just sit in your car.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome. Top
That'd be-
notch.
It'd
service.
be dope. Super dope.
Super dope.
Super dope.
Right.
Yeah.
Hit 'em.
All right. Daydreaming is better than night dreaming.
Um,
I don't know. I feel like my dreams are the same no matter what. Are they saying like the dreams themselves?
yeah, I don't.
Daydreaming is better than night dreaming. I mean, dreams are dreams no matter if it's in the day or the night. I feel.
Daydreaming is better than night dream. I don't know.
Yeah.
I have vivid versions of both.
Yeah. Because a daydream is a dream when you're napping, or like
No, you're wrong.
yeah. What do you mean?
That's not what they're saying.
So what's the difference between a daydream and a night dream? Because I know,
Okay.
like, when they say daydream, that means I know what that means. But then when they're saying it like this, like, what the hell's night dreaming mean then?
Okay. All right. Can just think of it this way. Think of night dreaming as sleep dreaming.
Okay. So they're saying like daydream. You got to be a daydream believer.
What?
It's a monkey song.
Oh.
Trying to be
Okay.
funny. Fuck this shit. We're going to 64. I'm mad now. I don't even care about
All right.
daydreaming or night dreaming. No, I don't. I mean, okay. I guess I was being a little too literal when they're saying daydreaming is better than night, but still. So night dreaming is
Just sleep dreaming. Just
dreams
forget about night.
that you just dreams.
Yeah, dreaming while you're sleeping
I don't
versus
know.
versus fantasizing throughout the day while you're awake.
So why do they say fantasizing is better than dreams? Like,
Yeah, they have it
Whatever.
worded very oddly, but yeah,
Yeah.
that's what they're getting at.
well,
So
then yeah, a daydream is better than a night dream.
I wouldn't consider it better. You just have more control over what you're daydreaming.
But then also daydreaming can be depressing though too, because then you're daydreaming about more than likely it's probably something that'll never happen to you. So I don't know. I don't care.
That's
That
not
one-
true either, because I come from a performative lifestyle,
Yeah, you
right?
do.
And I mean that in terms of like I spent many a year performing music for crowds at venues that I had no idea what I was walking into, right?
Mhm.
So oftentimes I would already have a vision in my head of what a place was going to look like without having seen it at all. It's like that. Like, do you think about visually where you're like let's say you've never gone to a hockey game at PPG, all right? You
Yeah.
never seen it. You have a vision in your head of what you think it's going to look like,
Yeah.
and then you get there and it's like, wow, this is nothing what I imagined it would be. That's what they're talking about.
Oh, okay.
Not how I imagined it.
Yeah. All right. I got you.
This
now.
happened to me. This happens to me a lot.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? A lot of times And a great example would be for before work. The amount of existential dread that I experience in my own brain, imagining what my night might be like, versus what actually happens, night and day.
Oh man, I like even work. They are like, I get what you're saying, and yeah, I think I do. Yeah, I get what you're getting at. But yeah, see, and like for me for work, I have nothing. Like there's nothing in my head. It's just like, well, all right, here we go. Like, what's it gonna be? I don't know.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Most of
my
the
brain
time
doesn't work that
like,
way.
I'd say not. I don't want to say I never think that because, of course, like back when we did Square Cups and we knew that Square Cups was coming, I would have nasty, nasty thoughts just thinking about, oh my God, I'm going to have to go up and down the steps like 25, 30 times tonight. We're going to have this, we're going to have that. So I guess I can't say that I never was like that, but it feels like I don't have it as much. I'll put it that way. It doesn't happen as much as it used to. Now, like I said, but even my old job, I was like that all the time, thinking, oh my God, whose house am I going to have to go to today? Am I going to have to go to a shitty house? What's my on-call going to be like after work? It was constant. So, yeah, I don't feel like I'm like that as much anymore when it comes to work. But yeah, I can see.
Now, are you are you an inner monologue guy? Like, do you have like a running monologue in your head?
No, I have a lot of crickets.
Really?
Yeah, I don't really.
If in case it's not surprising to you, which I'm sure it isn't, my brain doesn't stop.
No, I can definitely tell it doesn't. Yeah.
Yeah, like and I am very like I can self-distract myself from so many things.
Mm-hmm.
I miss shit at work all the time.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's not because I'm like bad. That's just the way my body operates. Like I can't stop it from happening.
Like I can tell when it happens when you're doing cups and then all of a sudden you step off the platform and there's no cup boxes opened up, or there's one that's open, one that's closed, or one that looks like it was started to get open, and you instantly know that at least that's how I'm thinking, that you had something going through your mind and then you went off on that thought.
Yeah, usually, which is why I end up having music on, because music drains that out.
Uh-huh.
And I usually am pretty productive.
Yeah.
During that time frame. But yeah, it's just happens to me all the time. I have this wild inner monologue and it can be very distracting.
Yeah. See, I could easily go a whole shift and not say a word to anybody and be totally fine.
Oh, see, yeah, that's not so in my
weird.
wheelhouse.
Yep.
Now here's go ahead.
It's nothing. Like I said, it's not, and that's why I like Line 5 so much. Is it's usually just two people, and then one stays one way, one stays the other. There'd be time that me and Krista, we wouldn't say a word to each other for like 2 hours, and it was just like, I don't know. We both just kind of at times just liked not saying a word. Like I said, it's nothing personal, nothing anything like that. It's just sometimes I don't know. I just don't want to, I don't, there's nothing going on up in my brain that I even am thinking anything, or there's just nothing happening. And I could just go and not say a word for, like I said, I know I could easily go a whole shift and not say a word and be totally fine the whole night. It's weird.
Yeah, that's not even on my radar. Like, this is so arbitrary to me to think that you could do that and not, where I'm standing there doing nothing and just being like, I wonder how long I can wait to bless somebody. Like, Like that is a genuine thought that just
Yeah.
popped into my fucking brain, and that's just the way my body processes information. I have no idea, but I lose track of things so easily,
Mm-hmm.
and it sucks.
Yeah.
But that's just I don't. There ain't no changing now, I guess.
Yeah. No, and that's all right. That is
But
totally fine.
and it leads to another question, like what the level of active imagination. Like if I said to you to picture an apple, what goes through your head?
An apple.
Right, but like, is it
Like,
a fully realized apple?
yeah, it's an apple. Yeah, it's just like you told me to picture an apple. It's just
Is
an
it
apple.
an apple on a blank white background?
Yeah, I would say so.
You're just looking at an apple
I'm
in your
just
head,
looking at
like
just an apple. It's got a stem and it's an apple, full apple, no bites taken out of it, nothing in the background, nothing.
see in my head, my brain processes in a table, other fruits, decoration on the table,
God damn.
a gray wall behind it.
Yeah.
You know, the apple might have shades of red and green.
Oh, Christ.
It it processes in a ton of detail that's like
Yeah.
not necessary.
Yeah. Because I got nothing. I mean, it's just an apple. That's it.
It's just a weird thing that
Yep.
I get. I don't know. It's just the way my body operates.
Maybe that's why we're so perfect. We're like we're the same, but yet we're complete opposites.
Yeah,
It just works. It just kind of works perfectly.
that's why like I can get very frustrated when things aren't the way I imagine them. I'm like, oh, well, this is lackluster. Like it's not, or I'll like the thing with work. Like I'll put in my head plays out a bajillion different scenarios on how it could go wrong or how I'm not gonna have a good day or whatever. Like, I get a lot of stress thinking like, oh, if we're running almond tonight, that's gonna really suck. My whole night's gonna be ruined. Then I'll get there and be like, we're not running almond at all. Like,
Yeah.
oh, this isn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be, or this is worse than I thought it was gonna be, or whatever. Like, I don't know.
I get it.
Just a
Yeah.
fucking weird guy.
We all are. Everybody's
Yeah,
weird.
I know.
Everybody's weird in their own way.
All right. I suppose we should probably just finish out this one and then call it.
Yeah, why don't we? Yeah, because we can do these ones. Yeah, these are some good ones that are a lot of thought-provoking ones after. We can save those ones. Yeah, so
All right.
and this is a dumb one to finish though.
Yeah, I don't really know what this means.
Yeah.
We should skip it.
Yeah, let's skip it. I don't even like it.
I don't even know if I like number 65.
Robin Hood is a thief, not a hero.
Steal from the rich and give to the poor.
Yeah, he's a thief. He's both. He's a thief
He is
and a
both.
hero. Yeah.
You can have modern day Robin Hood, sure.
Yeah.
I always hear people say like if you see somebody stealing food, no you didn't.
Oh. Okay.
Like same concept to me anyway.
Yeah. Yep. Let's see.
Unless you want to be like a fucking dick about it. Like I used to have kids coming into Subway when I worked there and be like, "Hey, I'm going to need you to give me free double meat." Like no.
No.
Sorry.
No. Yeah.
Or like that fucking lady with the pizza insurance. Like, nope, you fucked that up for
Oh,
yourself.
Yeah, that bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, she can suck it.
So there's that, but yeah, I can agree. Like the hedge fund clipping from GameStop and that stock exchange bullshit. Like, I agreed with that. I thought that was hilarious.
It was hilarious.
Fucking break the hedge funders.
Yep.
Betting on businesses to fail. Fuck you.
Yep, absolutely.
5,
Right
6,
on.
4, 3. Yeah, right. You some stupid bitch.
Well, let's see. I don't. Yeah, because there's still quite a few more here. Yeah, maybe we'll finish this up next week.
Well, hit him with the Darth Vader.
Yeah, we should end with because Darth Vader was ultimately a hero, not a villain. And it's all in the wording, because it's ultimately. So I say true. Ultimately, he was a hero.
Right.
Yeah,
And
but he did some
in
bad shit.
In my head, I forget where it's from, but I know it's famous. Was it from Batman? You either die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain. Who the fuck says that?
Yeah, Batman in The Dark Knight, because it was after Harvey Dent dies.
Harvey Dent. Okay.
Yeah, and then he says he's gonna take the blame for Harvey Dent's death.
Right. So you have that aspect of it, or you have the Vader aspect where you become a villain and live long enough to see yourself become the hero.
Yeah. Yep.
The villain has a change of heart. It's a classic tale.
It is classic. And yeah, like I said, it was all in how that's worded, because it was ultimately, because in the end, he ends up destroying. Well, then of course the sequel trilogy has to ruin all the whole Palpatine thing, by saying that he's actually still alive, which has just fucking pissed me off to no end.
Well, regardless, he's still.
But
it's not about the killing.
Yeah, but he put an end to the Empire. Played a massive role in the ending the rule of the Empire by not only sacrificing himself, but he also eliminated Palpatine. So there you go. He
Think about it like this is the way I used to think about it. And Dragon Ball Z taught me this, and I know that you aren't versed in Dragon Ball Z world, but are you?
No, I am not.
Okay. A lot of times, you got your main protagonist, Goku.
Mm-hmm.
He's the strongest, and he continues to adapt and become stronger and stronger and stronger, but he doesn't kill. It's it's a story about defeat.
Oh.
I'm sure there, obviously there is deaths that happen.
Yeah.
But most of the time he's like, I just want to win, man. Like, you know what I mean? It's not about whether or not you kill the person to become the hero.
Right.
Even if it's a villain. If you win, you're still the hero. So in this term, Vader, he doesn't kill Palpatine, but he still wins.
Yeah.
He's still the hero for that moment, and if the villain progresses the story by being the hero, then they're still a hero. Like, Superman's a hero and he doesn't kill often.
Right. And, Vader becomes, the Force ghost of Anakin Skywalker. So that ultimately right there tells you that he became, he was able to totally redeem himself and, become the Anakin that they thought he was going to be when Qui-Gon found him on the deserts of Tatooine. And he brought balance and shit and all that stuff.
Hell yeah.
Yep. Fucking Vader. And it was Luke too. Luke had a massive, Luke never gave up on him. Luke knew that there was good in him. Such a good
I can
story.
agree with it to a point, but then you have, I guess Kylo Ren had a redemption story too, but either way, like...
Yeah, and I wish he wouldn't have. I just have so many problems with that sequel trilogy. It was just so poorly... For them to, after it was done, for her to even say, and all of them to be like, well, yeah, we really didn't have a clear-cut story for all three movies. How the hell did you not? Yeah. I mean, it was obvious that there wasn't. When you have every movie contradict the movie before.
Hey, what's your name? Skywalker. Rey Skywalker.
And then they should have just left it that she was a nobody instead of her being Palpatine's granddaughter. I liked it in Last Jedi when they're like, you were a nobody. You were just a kid. And that's it. That's all you were. If they would have just left it like that, I would have been fine with it. But no, had to have something.
Yeah.
But I mean, that doesn't make it fun though. But you know, because then they said she was going to be a Kenobi, and but not Palpatine. Even though I will say, superficially, that scene with him in it, the scenes with him in it are pretty good. You know, it was cool to have him, to have the dude back that played him and everything.
I mean, I've only watched it once.
Yeah,
so I don't really have an opinion, I guess.
Yeah. I think I've only watched it maybe 3 times.
That's enough.
Yeah. And I know the second time when I first saw it at the movies, I thought, all right, I liked it, but there were some issues. Second time I saw it was with my buddy Joe and his wife. And then we came out of it much more optimistic. And it was like, you know what? This was really good. But then I watched it the third time and I'm like, no. This is stupid. So I don't know. Maybe if I watch it a 4th time, I don't know what I'll feel. I don't know. I guess it's one of those things. It was a daydream thing. The visions I had in my head and then what happened were 2 totally different things.
Word.
So, but that's, I guess we could do a whole just Star Wars itself and, you know, which is better, you know, what they could have done better, what they, you know, shouldn't have done. It just irked me a little bit with the whole Palpatine thing. It's like, you destroyed him. Yeah, you know what? No, you didn't destroy him. He somehow stayed alive. That was the other thing I can't stand about Abrams and his movies, is they don't answer your questions. You leave with more questions than you do with answers. And that just irks the shit out of me.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know. That's crazy.
Good old Star Wars, always there for a debate.
Yeah. But no, going back to Vader, yeah, I say ultimately he died a hero. Yeah, died a hero.
I agree.
Yeah. Cool. Cool.
Okay, so Sublime Squad, you can call 814-299-5155 and you can leave us a voicemail.
That's crazy.
That's crazy indeed.
Yeah. Here, I'm gonna put that in my contacts.
Yeah, that way you have it.
Yeah. 814-291. What was it?
299 5155.
Cool. Podcast hotline, I'll say.
The hotline.
Yeah. I like the word hotline. That's very 900, the old 1-900 numbers, the smut numbers. You'd be able to call, it'd be like $2 a minute to listen to some, you know, chick talking about, you know, what you're wearing and what she's wearing, things she's gonna do to herself.